Hey friends, welcome back to Just Writes a Book. I am Jess, and today I'm super excited because I'm going to be diving in to the first of my new daily vlogs. So if you saw my weekend vlog, you will have seen me explain a little bit about doing these daily vlogs, about doing the 75 Soft for Authors challenge, and how I'm using this next 75 days, or basically the summer, as a chance to experiment with daily vlogging and see how it goes, see how I do with it, make sure it doesn't like burn me out, see how the views go, all the things, to see if you guys like it. So today is Monday. I was gonna say May. Today is Monday, June 9th. While it is my first official daily vlog, it is not the first day of the 75 challenge. The first day was on Friday, so today is technically day 4. I do want to keep these vlogs as engaging as possible, obviously kind of diversify them and make them a little different every day, because obviously I don't want to be putting out the exact same vlog every day. So like I said, today is Monday, and I love Mondays. I love the start of a new week. I usually feel the most motivated and refreshed on Mondays. I know some people hate Mondays, but I actually love them. It's a chance for me to come back from the weekend off, obviously, and to be refreshed. I honestly find Fridays to be like exhausting. By the time Fridays come around, I am tired, I'm overstimulated, I'm just over the week, I have no motivation left. But somehow over the weekend that motivation fills right back up, and come Monday I am feeling good. So I want today, Monday, to be the setup and start not only for the challenge but also for the week. So this week I have 3 main goals, so I do have a task list that I talked about in that weekend vlog, but I do want to have 3 main goals for this specific week. So those goals for me are going to be getting as close to the end of writing the Hollow Crown as I possibly can. I am in Act 3. I have about 5 chapters left. I could theoretically finish the Hollow Crown this week. That would be amazing if I could finish this first draft this week. In the same vein, I would like to send out Act 2 to my alpha readers. I have 4 or 5 people who read Act 1. So I split up the book in 4 parts. Act 1, I did Act 2A, Act 2B, and then Act 3. So I would love to send them the whole of Act 2, so Act 2A and Act 2B. This week, my goal is to send it to them tomorrow. So that means that if I'm going to do that, then I do need to sit down and like copy and paste all of Act 2 into a Google Doc, or the Google Doc that I had before, and just add to it. But I do want to kind of reread it, revise it a bit, do some like not full revisions, but look at like grammar and spelling and stuff before I send it to them. So that's going to be the second goal for the week. My third goal for the week is really just going to be to stay consistent with this 75 Soft challenge. I have tried these types of challenges before. I have tried the actual fitness challenge a few times over the years, and usually fizzle out within like a week. So I'd really like to keep it going strong. I've been doing pretty well the last 3 days, so I would like to keep that motivation and that consistency and starting those routines, to build those routines over the next week. So those are going to be my 3 main goals for this week. Okay guys, so I really wanted to do a little segment where I talk to you guys about the 75 Soft challenge, as far as what it means to me and like why I'm doing this and what I hope to get out of it. So again, even though my rules or tasks for the 75 Soft do have some like health and fitness related elements, for me it's not so much about that. It's more creating habits and just creating the discipline and getting the clarity and really locking in those routines. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I have found that I have a lot of routine in other areas of my life. I pretty much get up at the same time every day. I really mostly go to sleep at the same time every day. I usually eat around the same time every day, shower around the same time every day. The typical like cadence and rhythm of my days are pretty much the same, and I found that I don't even think about those things anymore. They just happen naturally, and I would love these different areas that I'm focusing on in this 75 Soft challenge to become routine in that way, so that I'm writing every day, so that I'm not struggling to get my water in, so that I'm winding down and reading a book at night instead of scrolling TikTok, things like that. I've also realized that when I am taking care of myself, when I'm eating better, when I'm sleeping more, when I am getting movement, my body feels better. I struggle a lot with brain fog, so I think my eating habits have a lot to do with that. Being dehydrated has a lot to do with that. Not getting enough sleep has a lot to do with that. So when I can focus on those things and clear up some of that brain fog, writing is so much easier for me. I'm able to focus more and for longer. I don't have decision fatigue as much. I'm not struggling through brain fog, so of course the words come easier. I think focusing on these little key things will really make a huge difference in my writing, which is honestly my goal and focus for the year. So I did over the weekend create a Google Calendar where I did some time blocking. I talked about that in the weekend vlog, or at least I showed it. But I also went through today and looked at my Notion. I have a Notion dashboard set up for the year. I go through and revamp this at the beginning of every year. Not today, but previously I had created an entire social media calendar for both Instagram and YouTube. And so I sat down and I went through that, kind of took a look at it, reminded myself of what content I have that needs to go up this week. And that is something else that, while not one of the specific goals for this week, that I would like to kind of refamiliarize myself with and really make it, again, a habit to post consistently on my Instagram. Another reason why I think that this Google Calendar will work out really well is because I've realized that during the rough draft challenges, I make it a habit of scheduling my writing time. Like, I know that every day at this specific time, I'm going to write in the morning before work, or I'm going to write at night. And I get so much more writing done during those challenges. So I think making it a priority to schedule that time is going to be a game changer, because when I don't, that writing time just kind of, the day just kind of disappears, and next thing I know, it's 10 o'clock at night and I haven't written, and the time I spend doing everything else just eats up that writing time. So I need to schedule it in, and I need to, again, create that consistency and create those habits. I did mention this in the weekend vlog, but my goal isn't necessarily to check off every single one of these items on my 75 soft challenge list every single day. My mindset really for the week is going to be that done is better than perfect. I would rather show up and check off the things that I can, do the things that I can, again, set that intentionality, set those routines, and I'd rather show up and do things imperfectly, or not like force myself to feel the like perfectionism of having to check off everything on the list every single day, and just focus on progress. Every time I check off one of those boxes, whether it's every day or 3 times a week or twice a week or whatever it is, that is still forward motion, that is still progress, and that is what's really important to me right now. So there you have it. That is the first day of daily vlogging. That is going to be a wrap for day 4 of this challenge. I'm not gonna lie, it has been a struggle today. The first few days were really easy, and I got a lot done. Today has been a struggle. I have been just kind of all over the place. I haven't really been able to like get myself to pick something and work on it. The decision like paralysis has been hitting me really hard, and I have had to like force myself to not just like sit and like stare at the list before me, and to just pick something and do it. And so I don't know, I feel like a lot of the day was kind of wasted with me feeling like overwhelmed and unsure what to work on, and I think a lot of that was one, Lily, again, dealing with her being injured and trying to take care of her. We got some bad news regarding my grandfather and his health, so that is like weighing on me mentally. And then my internet wasn't working properly, and I was having a hard time getting that weekend vlog up. Hopefully I was able to get it up in time, and like the schedule that I wanted. And just all those things, I think, kind of sent me into like a thought like spiral, and I just couldn't get myself out of it. So today was definitely hard. It was a struggle. I had to like fight to get anything done today, but I did get things done. I'm proud of myself for doing that and completing what I could. Again, I had to remind myself that it's not about checking off everything on a list. It's just getting done what I can on any given day. And so right now I've gotten 2,000 steps in, so I have about 3,000 steps left. If I don't get more steps in tonight while I'm cooking dinner and that kind of thing, then I will do one of the movement videos that I have, which would actually check off 2 things on my list. I'm about 50% into my water bowl for the day. I've done some reading. I'll do some knitting tonight. I did some VA work this morning, and have gotten, even with those struggles, I've gotten a decent amount of things done. So I am very proud of myself for pushing through despite everything going on, and just not giving up on myself and on this goal that I have set out for. That is going to do it for today's vlog. It is still a little early, it's about 4, but I'm going to go down, I'm going to make dinner, and then obviously the rest of the night is just going to be relaxing, maybe do some more reading, doing some knitting, not anything too exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and end today's vlog here. I'm super excited to bring you guys along on this journey for the rest of the 75 days. I hope you guys enjoy these shorter vlogs and the shift to daily content. Let me know down below what you think, and let me know what you're focusing on this week. What are your goals for this week? I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Happy writing, and I'll see you tomorrow.